Hi, this is Jeline from the Honors Tutorial. Our topic for today is about the sum and the product of roots of quadratic equations. This is under Mathematics 9. So for example number 1, we have here 4x squared plus 2x minus 9 equals 0. How are we going to solve for the sum of the roots of quadratic equation and the product of the roots of quadratic equation? So the first thing that you have to identify is what is A, B, and C, because we will be needing it here in our formulas. So we have here 4 for A. Let's write it here. So A equals 4 because that is the numerical coefficient of x squared. And then for B, we have here 2. And then for C, we have here negative 9. And then we have to substitute the value of B and A here in our formula. The value of B is 2, so kindly have this negative sign and then have 2 because 2 is the value of B and over 4 because 4 is the value of A. And then kindly simplify your answer. As you can see here, there's still a number that can divide the numerator and denominator at the same time without remainder. So therefore, we are going to divide this by positive 2. So negative 2 divided by 2, that's negative 1. 4 divided by 2, that's 2. So therefore, the sum of the roots of quadratic equation is negative 1/2. Following the formula, which is negative b over a. Let's have letter B. The product of the roots of quadratic equation, the formula is c over a. So let's substitute the value of c and a. C is negative 9 here, and then for letter A, that's 4. So in this case, as you can see, there's no number that can divide the numerator and denominator at the same time without remainder. And if you're wondering why can't we just simplify it and change it into a mixed number because this is an improper fraction? Um, it is because when it is an improper fraction, it is fine to have it as is. Don't change it into a mixed number unless you are instructed to. But of course, though it is a mixed number, you still need to think of a number that can divide the numerator and denominator at the same time without remainder. So if there's none, then don't simplify it. So again, the sum of the roots of quadratic equation is negative 1/2, while the product of the roots of quadratic equation is negative 9 over 4. Next. Number 2, we have here 5x squared minus 7x minus 1. So for letter A, kindly write number 5. It is because that is the numerical coefficient of x squared. For letter B, we have here negative 7 because that is the numerical coefficient of x. And also for letter C, that's negative 1. Now let's look for the sum of the roots of quadratic equation. Let's substitute B and A in the formula. So please have negative sign first and then the value of B. That's negative 7 over A. So that's 5. Let's simplify. Negative times negative is positive. So we have here positive 7 over 5. Kindly check if there's still a number that can divide the numerator and denominator at the same time without remainder. So in the case of 7 over 5, there's none. So therefore, we're not going to simplify it. It will remain as 7 over 5. Next, product of the roots of quadratic equation. Please substitute the values of C and A here. So for C, we have here -1. For A, we have here 5. And then please check if there's still a number that can divide the numerator and denominator at the same time without remainder. So in the case of -1/5, there's none. So the answer is -1/5. So that's for example 2. Let's move to another example. We also have here example 3. We have here x squared plus 12x minus 3. Let's identify what is a that is equal to 1. Though you cannot see it, but there's still 1 here because when 1 is used as a numerical coefficient, then it becomes invisible. So that's why. And then for letter B, we have here 12. And then for letter C, we have here -3. Now let's substitute the value of A, B, and C in our formula. For the sum of the roots of quadratic equation, we have here -b/a. So the value of b is 12, but don't forget to write the negative sign. Okay? So we have here -12/a, so that's 1. Let's simplify this. So this is -12 divided by 1, that's -12. So that is the sum of the roots of quadratic equation. How about the product? Let's substitute c, that's -3, and a is 1. So -3 divided by 1 is -3, so this is the product. So this is it for our topic for today, identifying the sum and the product of the roots of quadratic equation. You will never be incorrect if you are going to follow the formula. So have this remembered, -b/a for sum of the roots while c/a for the product of the roots. So that's it for this lesson. If you have further inquiries about us or about the topics, kindly message the honors tutorials page. Thank you and God bless.